Father Coram said you might have something to make me feel better.
Haha, just the thing, in fact. Swabbing the deck.
I was hoping it was more like some medicine.
That's the best medicine there is. Nothing gets your sea legs under you faster than a little hard work.
Oh, boy.
Head to the rear deck. You have to go up the ladder over the engine room. You'll find a mop back there.
Sounds a bit fishy to me.
And while you're busy with that, you might ask some of the others if they need any help. There's never a shortage of tasks to be done on board a ship.
This isn't so bad.
Certainly is a far cry from the luxury of Mrs. Coulter's flat.
I'd swab 1,000 decks with my tongue before I'd go back to that awful place.
Ow! My eyes!
You're not supposed to stare into the sun, Pan.
You know, Lyra, even though no Egyptian would dare turn you in, there are plenty of folks out there who'd gladly take the oblation board's reward money.
You don't need to tell me twice. I've had enough of being kidnapped for one lifetime.
The best way for you to go unnoticed in the north is for you to pass as Egyptian child. Most folks don't give us a second glance.
So, should I borrow some clothes, or...?
Being Egyptian ain't all about the way you dress. Now, I notice you've been picking up our way of speech on your own, but you're gonna have to think on your feet if anyone talks to you. I've heard you're a fair hand at fooling people already, though.
Well, Ma Costa did say I was deceptive.
She paid you quite a compliment then. Come on, let's see you in action. Pretend I'm a landloper inquiring into your business.
Which to choose? The Magisterium won't recognise me if I'm with you guys, right? They'll think I'm Egyptian.
Not if you keep up like last time. Let's try again. Greet me like Egyptian would.
That's never Alphonse, is it? Good to see you, old son.
Well done, young lady. If I didn't know better, I'd have thought you were one of Ryan Van Dien's children.
I should pick one, fast. So, do you think I could pass for Egyptian now?
Not quite yet. We Egyptians are sailors, and there's a very important part of being a sailor. Swearing. Now, let's see how you do.
What are you up to, you barnacle-encrusted land goat?
Bravo! I was a bit put off just listening to that. What if the ship had just run aground? What then?
You squid heads. We're on the blasted rocks now because of you squabs.
Whew. I got goosebumps just there, Lyra. You're starting to sound like a full-blooded Egyptian.
Do you feel any better?
It's definitely helping, but my head still hurts. Let's see, what do we have here? You know, Alphonse, turns out I have Egyptian blood in me after all.
That's so. Which family do you come from?
Well, see, my grandmother, I never met her. I think she was in the Fillmore family.
Fillmore? Never heard of him. Certainly ain't one of the Western families. And anyway, how did you end up in Oxford?
My grandmother moved there after her husband died, and after what happened to my parents, I was placed in the charge of Jordan College.
Must have been hard for her to leave the water behind. How did you come to be back on the river?
I've always loved the water, since I was a little girl. So as soon as I got my first chance, I stowed away on a ship. And here I am.
Oh, colour me impressed, little one. I know better, and I'd still swear you was one of us. The magisterium will never guess you used to be a little scamp from Oxford.
You've got a bit of the Egyptian spirit in you, Lyra. We can all see it. You've got a bit of the Egyptian spirit in you, Lyra. We can all see it. You've got a...
What are you doing over here?
I'll tell you, but you have to promise not to say anything.
Sure.
See, me and Deianira was exploring since we never been on a ship this big before. But she got tangled in the rigging and now can't get down.
And you can't leave because she's up there.
She's got to come down sometime, but we've already been here going on an hour.
Pan and I could help you, couldn't we?
Of course. I certainly wouldn't like to be stuck up there.
Really? I sure appreciate this, you two.
One of these might come in handy. I'm supposed to ask if you can ask the engine room to stop the smoke in the rear stack for a little while.
Now, why on earth would I do that?
Well, Jerry said, if I'm to stay on the ship, I need to earn my keep by clearing out the smokestack grill.
I don't think it's safe for a little girl to be clambering up that smokestack.
Sure, it ain't much for me. Why, I was the Jordan College climbing champion 3 years running.
Maybe so. But Father Coram would still hold me responsible if anything happened to you.
I only have to go up a little and I'll have the grill to hold on to. I'll be low enough that I won't get hurt even if I do fall.
All right. I'll pass the message along to the engine room. But promise me you'll be careful up there now.
First you're too ill to stand, now you're pretending you're in the circus.
Quiet you, I'm concentrating. Wow. Jerry was right. I do feel better.
That's good. For both of us. Let's go see what Father Coram wanted us to do.
Thanks a lot, you guys. I don't know what I would have done otherwise. I'm sure Deianira's learned her lesson as well.
We're happy to help.
Speak for yourself. I'll be pulling rope out of my teeth for days.
You're a bit famous around these parts, Lyra, because of that stunt you pulled way back with the Costa's boat. You're a bit famous.
Hello, Ness. Is there anything you're doing I can help you with?
No, but I bet there's something I can help you with. After your run-in with the gobblers in London, I thought you could use a few lessons on self-defense.
Ooh, like karate? I've always wanted to learn that.
Not exactly. More along the lines of how to avoid people trying to collect the GOB's reward. You ready to do a little sparring?
I need something.
Not
Fast.
fair. Just trying to help. Not fair. Just trying to help. Ha! None too shabby, Lyra. Now come talk to me again if you feel you need more practice. And if you want Pantaleimon to learn as well, Adamo here will be happy to help. Be careful. Don't let me catch you.
Let's see.
Whoa,
What do we
Lyra.
have here?
No need to use that on me. Not fair. I'm just trying to help.
Haha.
Now you got it. It looks like you're pretty good at this. I don't know if there's any more I can teach you.
One of these might come in handy.
Good work, Ben. Lyra might be able to learn a thing or two from you.
Finally, somebody else recognises that.
Ah, Lyra. It looks like Jerry's medicine did the trick.
I feel much better, thank you.
Do you think you could read the alethiometer now?
I think so. What do you want me to ask?
As you know, Lyra, your disappearance caused quite a stir back in London. The authorities are looking all over for you, but we've taken it upon ourselves to keep you safe. In order to do that, we need to know what Mrs. Coulter is planning.
Okay. I'll try and figure it out. So that's what that means. I can't understand the answer. There are so many symbols. I think it's trying to tell me danger is approaching.
I'm sorry, but I just don't know, Lyra. Maybe one of the other sailors can help you.
One of these might come in handy. Whoa! No way! Top notch, if I do say so myself.
I wish I were a girl and had a cabin to myself. Oh, wait, that didn't come out quite right.
Well, I'm certainly glad to be finished up there. That was more than enough excitement for one day.
It's not fair. I just got used to being on a ship and now I'm stuck in my room.
Don't worry. It probably won't be long before we get to Trollersund anyway.
It was this night that Lyra and I first met. She was certainly pleased.
Who are you?
But I could live another 1,000 years and never forget that moment.
Father Coram wishes to know whether child cutters take their prey.
Stop your engines and prepare to be boarded! Official magisterial business! Lyra, what are you doing up here? You're supposed to be hiding below.
There was a witch. A real witch. She was flying and everything. She gave me a message for Father Coram.
Never mind that now. Head for the rear deck and keep out of sight. I'll see if I can't cut this visit from the inspector.